Hello everyone, welcome to this full moon tarot reading for the moon in the sign of Pisces. I got one message about this moon on my way here to the park. And that message was the word resolve and how it has a double meaning. For something to come to completion and also a state of determination to be able to see something through to completion. I feel strongly that this determination, this resolve, this ability to see something through to completion comes from experience and not being in resistance to those experiences. One other thing before I start. A friend of mine brought to my attention the concept of karmic cycles again last night. Of repetition, of this looping of energy that happens. And Pisces being the end of the zodiac, it's kind of like saying, yeah, this loop that you've been in, whatever it is, karmic loop, you feel like one part of your life keeps happening in the same way over and over again. This is where we find the resolution through resolve, through determination, through the culmination of our past experiences. It's true that having a lot of painful experiences makes you stronger. It can make you jaded and closed off from the world, but it can also make you more compassionate, being able to see the other, see yourself in the other, or see us all as one. Which is actually pretty difficult to do. But for this reading, and for the rest of my readings, I've decided I'm gonna make it a tradition every new moon and full moon to ask, how can we alchemize all this energy to its highest good? There's a lot going on with the astrology. I encourage you to look at the astrology reports and then come back to this reading, because that's all I've been doing is watching astrology reports. Like for the past month and a half. So, after you watch those, come back to this video, get an answer on how to alchemize all that crazy energy that's going on here this full moon that will continue to cycle on and loop on into the following months. Just like all these past astrological events continue to loop and find some completion here, fucking finally. Because this surrender I've been feeling, I was talking about this with one of my Pisces friends, this essence is the essence of fuck it. Like, seriously, I can't worry about this shit anymore. I can't worry about it. I can feel it. Yeah, certainly. That's not the same thing as worrying. I can feel it. Because there might be a sense of overwhelm here. When everything comes to a head, this is what it fucking feels like. Eye of fire. To me, that eye of fire feel is like the end and the beginning. The Alpha Omega. The Holy Grail. Right there, in between Pisces and Aries, where everything stops and begins. Being in the moment. I've been getting messages of being in the moment and just grounding into your body and being centered. And that is literally what this life is here to teach us how to do. Is to simultaneously be always ending and beginning something all the time. I got this struggle card when I was giving myself a reading earlier, and I have been struggling, y'all. I haven't been making as many videos lately, but like, it's fucking okay to be struggling. It's just a matter of knowing what to do with that struggle. It's showing me, the cards are showing me that intense emotions here, fear, coming up right now. The struggle is fucking real, y'all. With these three cards together, this is all of this intensity. And however you've been feeling it, perhaps you've been having crazy dreams like I have. I had a dream of somebody that I knew in high school impaling themselves. I'm sorry, it's really graphic, but it has a meaning to me. It has this meaning. Resurrection. That's the resolution. This is why we need resolve. Is because these intense emotions are all leading up to this kind of really big breakthrough. And everybody who's sensitive, everybody who's intuitive, empathic, has been seeing this completion cycle coming for a long time. But there's a lot being completed at once, and it needs to. It's necessary right now, because this eye of fire is pushing us through. We can continue on with the same karmic bullshit over and over and over again. And yes, ultimately it's going to make us stronger each time. But we have to see it for what it is. And we have to surrender to it and accept it for what it is. That's not a moralistic thing. That's being able to look at the darkness of this world and say, fuck it. I'm not gonna let it stop me from living. I can't let it stop me from living. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm fucking here. I'm here to experience transformation. Two of Wind to me is that center, the center of the moment. Whatever you're going through, it is the lack of resistance to it. It is the lack of resistance to it. Because we can be in resistance to our own struggles and fears. We can be in resistance to our own reality. But what I've learned about karmic cycles is that it just makes that energy come back again. It doesn't allow us to move through it. When we're not centered in the energies exactly the way that they are, having that experience, we won't get what we need out of it. Because the universe is all made up of information, okay? And if we center into this experience, there's always something to learn there. There's always the ability to expand from it. So, we have to find the clarity. We have to find the epiphany, the aha moment. And it's not from struggling. It's not from striving. It's from being. It's from simply being. many people are not familiar with what that feels like, because the struggle being real and the realization of that struggle makes them feel like they have to continue with it. But this shows completion. Tens are completion. The way of the cross. When I said cross, what came into my head, another card here that says the crossing. What came into my mind? Jesus on the cross. That is sacrifice, that is surrender. And it's not martyrdom like people think it is. It's symbolic. It's symbolic of being able to take the pain of this world and be with it. Just not look away. Pisces, that archetype tends to veer towards having an interest in psychology, having an interest in death, having an interest in esoteric knowledge, which all comes down to death and shadow work and darkness, and finding what lies in the depths of still waters here. Finding what lies in the depths of still waters. Before I started this reading, I saw like this kind of like flying over a clear blue lake. To me, that symbolizes, yes, there is peace that comes from all this. Because when we've completed these karmic cycles, the ecstasy in that feeling, and I just got another download about that. It's masochism. It's the universe's own expression of masochism. To have its realizations within that whole idea of that it's always darkest before the dawn. There's a reason why. Is because the universe is expanding from it. The universe is expanding from our pain. We are it. And when we realize that it has that purpose of realization, of learning, of knowledge, that the universe is studying us, we are studying each other through its eyes. We are its eyes. We are a realization. That's when things start to become available to us. Really. Is that we're not trying to avoid painful experiences so that we can get to this sense of like earthly comfort, completion in our lives in this realm, so that we can beat the game. Every single moment is a moment that we can play in this muck. We have that ability. We have it deep down in our souls. And part of the fun is finding it. And that's why I offer tarot readings, personal tarot readings, because these are complex matters, and I just want to be able to throw it out there. I do personal readings. Go down to the description box, saffa.lori at gmail.com. Send me an email if you're interested in getting a personal reading with me. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a